Hello, Internet. 'Tis I, your favorite drag queen and nerd about town, Shelly Von Miller here. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. So you're probably like, oh, what is this in front of you? I see Magic the Gathering, Bloomborough. What are you trying to show us? Are you doing a giveaway? No, bitch. I'm not doing a giveaway. I would never give these away. No, I am showing off all my commander decks. I decided that I wanted to try to do all the colors for some reason. I'm working on it. Some of them I have doubled up, but I'm working towards all of them, which would mean I think I need 31 decks. I'm at 15. Uh-huh. Yeah. You want to know whenever I started playing Magic? March 2025. This year. Yeah, that's right. You want to know whenever I started getting cards and I got my first commander deck? October 2024. Yeah. Yeah. While I was in Australia. Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't start playing until March. Yeah. Yeah. It's an issue. It's a big issue, but I like playing it, and I like the friends that I've made playing it, and yeah, so I figure I'd go through all my commander decks, show you what I have, and you can judge me silently or shortly, whatever, I don't know. I figured we'd start with my first commander deck, which means I need to get all this out of the way. I think it's in this box. Yes, it is. So my first commander deck was a Duskmourn deck. I got the Amanatu Veil Piercer deck. Yeah, that's right. My first deck was very complicated, but somebody recommended it to me, so shout out that sales associate in Australia that was like, oh yeah, we don't have any of the Bloomborough commander decks, but if you like spooky stuff, you might like this one. And yeah. So I had to learn about surveil and enchantment creatures and enchantments and big magic. Big magic. But I got Amanatu, the Veil Piercer. It's upgraded a little bit. I say upgraded. I've added more enchantment creatures, more rooms, so I can get some more instances and sorceries out there pretty quickly, for cheap. And yeah, I call this my my horrors and nightmares and wizards oh my deck, because I do have a bunch of wizards in here that will bring back instances and sorceries from my graveyard, counterspell things. We also have, this is on the pre-con list for this, by the way. We have One with the Multiverse and Omniscience. Yeah. For a newbie, that's a lot to deal with. So yeah, I have it in my lovely Commander at Home box. Yes, I do watch Commander at Home, shout out them, and the Commander at Home sleeves. So yeah, I finally moved it to a non-cardboard box. I'm slowly trying to get boxes, like proper boxes for all of my decks, that are still in paper. It's gonna be a while. Okay, look, it's gonna be a while. Let's go to my two favorite decks, shall we? Let's do that. My two favorite decks, if you can tell, I love swamps. I love mucking with the graveyard. So I have two Orzhov decks. Both of them are life gain. Both of them have a little bit of death touch. They're kind of mean. I say kind of mean. But yeah, yeah, they're just so good. The first one I'm going to show you is one that I had help with building from my local game store. I gave them the framework, and yeah, they did wonders. They basically said, "You're shit at making decks. We're gonna fix this for you." I gave them a budget, and they came back with a lovely angel deck. I already had the angel deck put together. They were just like, it's not a, no, it's not enough. So this is my Lisa Forgotten Archangel Orzhov deck. Yes, I have Bruna and Gisela in here. I call it my biblically accurate angels because they are mean. They are feisty, and they will resurrect their own and send you straight to the fucking pit. But the one thing I like is my lovely Babs Tar art on here. This is from her sticker club a couple months ago. Yes, I'm part of Babs Tar's sticker club. And yeah, I love her art, and you'll see it a lot on some decks that I have. I want to get more things that will correspond. But yeah, here you go. More. This is my Lisa Angel deck, Life Gain. The next one I actually built on my own. Come to find out, this is my meanest one. This is my, according to Archideck, a bracket 4 deck. Yeah. I currently have it, because it's a pain in the ass to store. I currently have it in its on the go box, my little black boulder. No stickers on here yet. I want to try to find some vampire stickers. But this is my Alinda Saint of Dusk deck. It's vampires all the way down, baby. We are life gaining. We are death touching. We are flying. We are getting some blood. We are doing all the things that vampires do. So, there you go. Now, the thing is, the reason why I have it in its to-go box is because the box that it's usually in is a kind of a pain in the ass to display and show off and grab things from. It's usually in this. It's in its little coffin. I do have an extra Linda in there because for some reason I have two. I don't know why. But yeah, I built this all by myself. This is from some one of our chat members for Endless Elegy Second City Blues. They made us all coffins for our magic because we kept talking about magic decks. And so, yeah, we talk about TCG sometimes whenever we're just chit-chatting or in the Discord. That's why this deck is called Endless Elegy, because it's a VTM game, and what a perfect point to have in there. By the way, you're going to see a lot of black in here in my decks because I just love just graveyard recursion for some reason. Now, unlike some of my other graveyard recursion decks, this one does not have Sir Conrad. I should probably add Sir Conrad in here. But it does have Astarion. A very slutty Astarion. Yeah. Anyways, let's get on to bigger and better things. Shh. You're not hated, I promise. Let's go to, oh god, there's so many decks. Let's go into my Tarkir box. Now, there are no Tarkir box decks in here. That is actually this deck. We're just gonna go in here because we have some of our big ladies in here, which I thought was fitting for the Dragon box. The first one I've been told is a jank deck, but I call it the Big Balmy Magic deck because it's got a bunch of big ladies. It is Karlak at the helm and Holga not playing second because the background for our lovely girl is the Flaming Fist, so she gets some double strike in there. But there's some weapons, there's some just big ladies, good planeswalkers, great just, you know, knights and barbarians. I'm thinking of actually synergizing this a little bit better so it gets a little bit of a better rep of not being called jank, and implementing the party system in here. So who knows? Hopefully that will actually be a thing that I can implement. I'm trying, y'all. But yeah, this is a Boros deck, so it's red white, and of course, again, Babstar. Ooh, love that. I was trying to figure out a way to display the sticker not in the box, and I was like, but yeah. I also want to change out the sleeves because I want them to be sparkly sleeves. Eventually one day I will find sparkly sleeves that don't give me they're gonna break. The next big mommy deck is the biggest graveyard mommy of them all. My mono black deck. My Oops All Liliana's deck. Yes, you heard that right. Oops All Liliana's. Heretical Healer at the helm, and I have 10 out of the 13 Lilianas. This is a very expensive deck, y'all. Very, very pricey, and a pain in the ass to find stuff. So, yeah, I'm very excited. Obviously black sleeves. Hello. Lots of zombies. We do have Sir Conrad in here, so we are pinging people for damage passively, because why not? I'm gonna bring out my zombies again. You're gonna get hurt. So yeah, love this. I have almost all the Liliana cards, not just like the Planeswalkers, but like all of the Liliana cards. There's a lot. According to one, there's 63 cards, I think, of Liliana. Like either it says Liliana's whatever, or it's got a picture of Liliana, or there's like flavor text that says Liliana Vess. But yeah, one day I will try to get sleeves and a playmat that have Liliana on it. I did find one. It's quite spicy. I do like it though. Oh, also, not sponsored, but I did pick these up at PAX Unplugged. Finally, I've been wanting to get these, and they were at the Queen and Rook table, and it's Infinite tokens. I can't draw that well, but I don't like buying tokens. I do have a lot of tokens, but I don't have necessarily the right tokens all the time. So, and it also helps that I don't have to dig for emblems and everything like that for my Planeswalkers. Especially with my Liliana deck. I can just be like, okay, this is what it means. This is what it gets. Let's see. Okay, we've actually gone through quite a few decks already. The next, I'm going to go into my Bloomburrow box. I love these boxes. I love the gift bundles boxes for storage. Honestly, they are the best. These have a few of my spin downs and my B6s, my chest X's. Now, I do have now it is sleeved. Calm down. It is sleeved. I just don't have a box for it yet. I need to figure out a box for it. But the first one I'm going to show you is not who you think it is. It is deceitful. It is black green, so don't worry. But it's not her. I decided to I liked Camellia more, and so I wanted to bring out Camellia, and this was the first one that was kind of a pain in the ass to find things for, and one of the first decks that I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work on this. So yeah, it's Camellia. I took apart the swirled out deck, I think that's what it's called. And yeah, this my Golgari deck, and one of my first, well, not my first one with swamps and graveyard recursion, but the first one where I was like, oh, this is where I want to chump things into my graveyard. But yeah, I really like it. I have the really cool like alternative art for Camellia, and I have some really cool tokens because I like the art, and I love a good secret lair. You will find out that I love Secret Layers. I am buying all the old ones. I am getting in line sometimes for the new ones. Trust me, it's a whole thing. Now, again, don't judge me. It does not have a box yet, but this is one of my more recent decks that I've built. It is not legal according to everyone because it does have a banned card in it. I really like him and I love the art, and he's not at the helm. He's not the commander. He's just, you know, he's just there. But yeah, this is my Raphael. This is one of my Baldur's Gate decks. Obviously, I have a Karlach deck. I have more Baldur's Gate decks. I will be making an Astarion, even though an Astarion is in a deck. But yeah, this is my Raphael Fiendish Savior deck. This is my, what did I call it? Greed and Ambition, or Ambition and Greed deck. It's devils, it's demons, it's imps, and it's tieflings. So I'm very, very excited about that. But yeah, it's got a lot of demons. But you're probably like, why is it illegal? Well, maybe because I have Gristlebrand in here. Look, I really like this card art. And even if he's illegal, he shouldn't be. He's just a baby girl. But yeah, this is my Rakdos deck. This is my black-red, obviously. But yeah, it gives me, you know, counters and tokens and stuff like that. And I've put a lot of thought into this. So it's like a lot of, you know, like, oh, do you need help? Oh, there's a lot of like getting treasure and like feeding off people's greed and stuff like that, like turning people against each other at the table. It's a little mean. It's not, in bracket wise, it's not mean, but in just play wise, it's like, are you sure you don't want to go against your friend? Cool. All right, you're fine. The next deck I actually have two decks in here. One is a gift that I got with the box and the sleeves. And that is my, Phenomena, my Phenomena. It's all Edge of Eternities. I got this. This is a Izzet deck. I got this from a content creator who's actually local to where I'm at. We actually play a lot of Commander and just Magic in general together sometimes. And yeah, it's one of the decks that I don't play as much because I'm very nervous about like vehicles. I don't necessarily understand the component yet. It's one of those that I want to learn. But yeah, it's a deck. It's in the big boulder, so like obviously there's enough space for another deck. So yeah, I got this deck. I got the Phenomenon deck for free. So yeah, the second deck that's in here. Oh, not that. Is my white blue deck. And it's another deck that I recently built, and it's Elminster. It's really weird. It's got a lot of advisors, because there's a component with scrying that he gets, you know, my instants and sorceries cost less because I scry, and I can add things to scry. I decided to find all my scrying and life gain and advisors and things like that. There's dragons he can hear, there's birds, there's, you know, it's a whole thing, you know. But I just wanted to add more things to scrying, which is similar to another deck that uses Surveil that I have that I'll show you in a bit. But yeah, I also, yeah, like it's a lot of things that scry. So, my Elminster, I like cheese. I'm a big cheese fan. So If you played Baldur's Gate, you'll understand. Look, this is another Baldur's Gate deck. Like, let's be real. I'm also a D&D person. Like, I love TTRPGs. Obviously, if you're on this channel, you've seen TTRPG related content from me, whether it's my podcast or my actual plays that I've been in, or me going through book stuff, like breaking down books. If you like that kind of content, if you like magic, I'm going to be putting out some magic and more TTRPG related content, as well as my podcast here. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe a comment, and tell me your favorite deck that you have. I'm just saying. But yeah, eventually Elminster will get his own box, okay? He will get his own box, and it will be sleeved. I think he deserves better sleeves than what I have. So there you go. Next is another double box. The first mono green deck that I built. One of them is my first mono green deck that I ever built, and my first monocolor deck that I built. And it is my Halsin deck with the Master Chef background, and it's Oops All Bears. It's Oops All Bears. It's the bear dinner. It's bear husband time. I love Halsin. Halsin's one of my favorite companions from Baldur's Gate 3. And again, a Baldur's Gate 3 deck. So speaking of which, yeah, I have some really cool cards in here, including the very gay Bearscape card that I found out about, and I was like, oh, I have to get this because he's a bear, and like he goes into bear form, and it's a whole thing. But the other deck, another recent put together, so is another Baldur's Gate deck, and it is my mono blue deck, which might be a little controversial. I know it doesn't have sleeves right now. It will have sleeves eventually, but it's wizards. It's spell slinging. It is I will go fuck yourself type of situation. But it's basically getting all my instances and sorceries back into my hand, and it's Gale. Why is your hand in there? But yeah, it's my Gale Waterdeep Prodigy, and the background that I chose is the Candlekeep Sage. So when creatures enter or leave the battlefield, I can draw a card, which means I get more instances and sorceries. There's a lot of instances and sorceries and denials and things that will cause issues. And look, I don't usually play mono blue, but again, I'm trying to do the whole list. I just had to. He deserves to be a mono blue boy. Does he not? I mean, come on. It is Gale. He is a wizard. And again, another Baldur's Gate. I have all the companion cards, okay? I haven't built all the decks yet, okay? Eventually, we will build all the decks. We will build them all. I also have a Jaheira and Minthara and, Nine Fingers. Those will get built as well. The next is... How do I say this? It is my first taste of Sir Conrad. That sounds really disgusting. It was my first time dealing with the Sir Conrad. There we go. And I was like, oh, he has to go into all my graveyard recursion decks from now on. Cool. I want him to be in all the decks that I have, honestly. But that would mean I have to play a lot of black dotted decks. So, yeah, it is my upgraded precon of Mirko, the Obsessive Theorist. It's a Dimir deck, so it's blue-black. And yeah, I've upgraded a little bit, and by upgrade, I mean I've changed out a lot of things. So, if you don't know, there's a trigger for Mirko that if you surveil while he's out there, he gets 1/1 counters on him, which means the bigger he is, the bigger the things I put in my graveyard come back. So I'm just saying, I have some pretty big beefy babies in here. And every time a thing comes out of the graveyard or goes into exile, Sir Conrad, as long as he's on the board, will ping you for damage. And it's great. And of course, that's also your graveyard and everything like that. So, I don't necessarily like the box because I was saving this for an Ugin deck that I want to put together. So a colorless deck. And the same with the sleeves. I bought them specifically for that. But again, Mirko was in a cardboard box, and he deserves at least a little bit of a better box. One day he will get probably a Boulder or, you know, one of these. Or I don't know, maybe something else. I don't know. Speaking of really cool boxes, my first big launch as a Magic player was the Tarkir Dragonstorm one. I bought a lot of Tarkir. I was working at the time, so I had a lot of extra money, so I bought a lot of Magic cards, specifically Tarkir, because I do like dragons, you know. So I decided to build my own Zergo deck, because I didn't want to pay necessarily the pre-con price at launch. So I switched over the sleeves because I was like, oh, you know, I have all these extra sleeves, and Kalia of the Vast is in this deck. So I thought, perfect. Might as well put the Kalia. The thing is, I got them for free, the Kalia sleeves from Ultra Pro Packs Unplugged, but I didn't have enough, so I'm on the hunt for Kalia of the Vast, or I might just go back to, you know, whatever. But yeah, Zergo, I think it's like a 2 or a 3 according to Arcadeck. You can check out all my decks. I'm slowly uploading them to there. But yeah, I have a bunch of dragons, a bunch of goblins. It's Mardu for life, baby. Mardu for life. But yeah, there you go. I love it. I love these boxes because I can just go, eee. Love a good magnetic thing. All right. We're on our last commander deck. But I love her just the same. Because she is one of my more played, and like one of the decks that I learned how to really optimize combat with, to make sure I get the trigger for her, and that is my Aowen deck. Yes, she's still in her cardboard box. Yes, I will get a new deck box for her, I promise. But I love Aowen. It's humans. It's human kindred in there, and it's all sorts of things. Yes, we have a lot of the Lord of the Rings, but I have, you know, knights, and it's just, you know, anything to trigger her ability to get some hasty boys on the battlefield at the beginning of combat. There's also Combat Celebrant in here, so I do get an extra round if that's on the playing field. I'm just saying. I love her. Aowen's, again, my second commander deck, I believe, that I bought. My second pre-con that I bought. So, I love playing her. I haven't played her in a very long time, but I think that's going to change because I just added some new cards in there and that help with some of the mechanics. If you like Magic or TTRPGs or just tabletop things in general, you should totally subscribe. If you don't know who I am, I'm Shelly Von Miller. I'm a weirdo. I promise. You'll want to stay here. I'm hoping to put out more Magic content soon. When this goes out, I will be playing in a charity Magic game for Fisher House Foundation, and I will be hosting it, so I will be putting it up on here. So if you want to catch that live, you should, to help charity in any way. But I will be uploading it here, and you can see how bad I will get my ass kicked because I do not win. I've won a few times. It's very rare. It's very, very rare. Anyways, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below on any card suggestions to make my decks a little bit better. Any, decks that you like yourself. Outside of that, I'll see you on the internet, kids. Goodbye.